Uranium friends, uranium futures. Here we are again at the spot price, which I've been talking about for a while now. I'm not going to get crazy with the fundamental guys calling the $100 new floor. And, there is a sentiment gauge that I use. It's TA is not my only thing. All right. And when I see some typical top tickers come in and start saying stuff about how everything's set to go and it's a new floor and this is it, here's a revert, you just know there are some top tickers in this space. It's part of the gig, right? So, and that's just pure retail mentality. Um, but regardless of that, forget it. Okay, we're looking at these spot price, and it's breached the previous level that it drew down to. So insinuates continuation. If you looked at my last video, I did say something to the effect of the 12 EMA holding it down and acting as resistance. That is still the case. It's proving to be the case since February. So it's just that simple. We are now confirming the probably monthly downtrend, I would guess, right? Yeah, so confirmed now. A monthly downtrend is now confirmed with this break. You have your low, your your low, your high, and then your lower low. So it's a bit of a confirmation so far. Logical space spot for this thing to bounce, and it's not atypical this type of consolidation. Just stop thinking about everyone's going to so call it a healthy correction now. Well, it is. I mean, that's exactly what it is, right? And you can see it. The chart tells you that it is, right? So far, that's exactly what it is. We start losing this monthly 12 EMA and maybe testing the 26 EMA. Well, then it's a bit more of a behavior change that we truly have to pay attention to. It's harder to do any sort of true technical analysis on this due to the opaque nature of the market itself. Bespoke rules, moving averages are the key on uranium spot as far as I'm concerned. The uranium futures, they are mathematical. They do show patterns, okay? And you can look at my other video on this same exact subject with the same exact instrument. I show how I take the candlesticks off and I show the moving averages and what they want to do. Um, that video still stands as something that's going to so far be holding up, and we'll see what happens here. I'm expecting the ride to continue. I'm expecting this. I'm expecting this pullback to this monthly 12 EMA with the 200-day moving average. I'm expecting it to hold. If it doesn't, then I have to work off these levels, and then I have to think about these moving averages. So I'm not there yet. We're just confirming a monthly downtrend like we did here with no follow through. No, that was not. Um, trying to see if we ever got any true pivots. It's a little bit different here. You might have gotten it here, but there was no follow through. So, does it establish a base here around this $80 area? I'm expecting it to do so. I would not be surprised if it doesn't, and I would not be surprised if there's an undercut to the 78 area. As I have said in previous videos, as I've been posting, we'll see. I don't want it any more than anybody else because, again, it would have to. I'd have to reassess how I'm looking at the space at the moment. Just because that's something that it hasn't really done, except here it did it, right? But it was a long, drawn out, painful run. I don't want that. Um, it could start looking like that, the way these moving averages are stretched. The good thing is that we are getting this to stack up here. So these moving averages are tightening up pretty quick, and that's really what we want. They get stretched away, they want to reconcile. So do they all reconcile in this area, in this 80 area? I'm expecting that to happen. I'm hoping that'll happen. I would not be surprised if it doesn't because I just know that It's how things go. U.UN weekly, it's just looking like spot price, obviously, right? So U.UN has a lot more price history coming back to test a level here that's I have marked for some wonky reason, probably because it acted as support and resistance. Yeah, that's what it was doing. So back here, it was doing the same thing. So lots of support resistance makes this area, this line important, right? 2436 coming into that spot now. Does it act as support? We will see. Volume profile now is changed considerably because as the volume has come in up here. So, a little bit of an air pocket here, choppiness here, choppy, choppy, choppy. So, U.UN following uranium spot, obviously, futures. Um, more redemptions in the ATFs, more redemptions in U.UN, more sell down. We'll see. Um, SRUUF is probably going to look. Didn't close at the lows. Did U.UN? No, it also had a little bit of a wick. Yeah, it's just still going down, right? Confirming weekly downtrend, confirming monthly downtrend. Same thing with U.UN, right? Yeah. Doing the same thing. A little bit of a difference with the moving averages. I tend to watch U.UN a lot more than I do SRUUF. This to me is the mother exchange, and it has the volume and the liquidity, and it has much more price data. So that would be my go-to. Over and out, we're still going down with uranium futures. Need that to reverse quickly. Just want to look at one thing where you really can't get data, but I want to see swings. Yeah. Over and out.